So we hear a ton about AI that can chat with us or whip up some incredible images. But what about an AI that doesn't just, think, but one that actually does things? Today, we're diving into a whole new class of AI that's rolling up its sleeves and getting its hands dirty in the real physical world. And it's already sparking a quiet revolution on the factory floor. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. A factory that isn't just mindlessly following a program. No, this factory anticipates problems, it adapts on the fly, and it makes its own decisions to keep the production line moving 24/7. Now, I know it sounds like something straight out of a movie, but this is the very real future that's unfolding right now. Okay, so a fully self-running factory, that's the big dream, right? But to really wrap our heads around how we get there, we need to understand the core technology that makes it all tick. So let's start with the absolute basics. What in the world makes an AI agent? At its heart, it's actually pretty simple. Industrial agentic AI is designed to do one crucial thing: act independently. And the key phrase to remember here is without constant human intervention. So we're not talking about a super powerful calculator or a data crunching tool. This is a true decision maker out in the physical world. And here's where the difference really becomes clear. Your standard AI is basically a passive tool. You ask it a question, it gives you an answer, it waits for you. Agentic AI, though, it's a proactive collaborator. It doesn't sit around waiting for instructions. You give it a goal, and it actively figures out the best steps to make that goal a reality. So why is this such a big deal? Well, because it's engineered to solve some of the oldest, most stubborn problems in industry. The whole point is to create systems that need way less handholding, that are way smarter with resources, that can recover from failures all by themselves, and can make critical decisions faster than any human ever could. That all sounds fantastic, but how does it actually work? How does it think? Let's pop the hood for a minute and take a look at the thought process that allows this AI to actually go out and do things on its own. It all comes down to a continuous, five-step loop that just keeps going. First, it perceives the world around it through all its sensors. Then it reasons, checking all that data against the goals it's been given. Next, it plans out a series of actions. Then comes the important part. It executes those plans by controlling actual machinery. And finally, and this is the real magic, it learns from the outcome to get better for next time. It's a constant cycle. Sense, think, act, learn, repeat. Now, that loop can feel a bit abstract, I get it. So let's ground this in a real-world scenario. Let's say you're running a massive factory, and deep in the guts of the assembly line, a single motor starts to vibrate just a little bit funny. What happens next? The AI agent detects that weird vibration immediately, but it doesn't just flash a warning light. No, it gets to work. It starts analyzing the situation, pulling up production schedules and maintenance records. It then evaluates its options. Should I slow the line down, or is it better to reroute this task? It runs a quick simulation of both, picks the most efficient path, executes it, and then it sends a quick message to its human supervisor just to let them know what happened. The problem is solved before a person even knew there was one. Now, this isn't magic. It's a bunch of powerful technologies all working together in harmony. You can think of the AI agent like the robot here. The IoT sensors spread all over the factory, those are its eyes and ears. They're what felt the vibration. Digital twins are basically a perfect virtual copy of the factory, a safe sandbox where the AI can test its ideas. And these large action models, or LAMs, those are the AI's hands, letting it actually reach into the control systems and execute the command to reroute production. So a machine fixed itself? That's pretty cool. But what does this mean on a bigger scale? Let's zoom out and look at the huge ripple effect this kind of economy has across the entire workplace. You see, it's like a chain reaction. It starts small, right there on the factory floor, with less need for people to stare at gauges all day. That leads to a technical benefit. The AI's incredible precision actually makes expensive equipment last longer, which in turn drives huge economic gains, with lower costs and better margins. And the final result? A massive strategic advantage. Suddenly, a company can adapt to new demands almost instantly. And this completely changes the role of the people involved. Your job is no longer operator, where you're focused on the manual hands-on work. It becomes supervisor. Your focus shifts from doing the task yourself to managing the AI agents and thinking about the big picture strategy. So, what does this actually mean for you? It means your job becomes more strategic, more interesting. It means factories can run around the clock with incredible precision. It means custom, small batch products suddenly become way more affordable. And maybe most critically, it means a huge boost in safety as these autonomous agents can take on the hazardous jobs humans used to have to do. Now, as with any powerful new technology, it is not all smooth sailing. We have to be realistic about the hurdles and, yeah, the potential dangers. So it's time for a necessary reality check. There are 4 big ones to keep in mind. First, unintended actions. An AI could find a clever shortcut to its goal that accidentally damages equipment. Second, cybersecurity. These systems are a huge target for anyone who might want to hijack and control heavy machinery. Third, sheer complexity. These systems are incredibly difficult and expensive to set up correctly. And finally, accountability. This is the big one. When an autonomous agent makes a mistake, who's responsible? So, as we wrap things up, let's come back to that fundamental shift. We are moving from an era of AI that could only analyze and predict into a brand new era of AI that can physically act and make decisions all on its own in the real world. And that really leaves us with a profound question to think about. This technology isn't just about building better machines or more efficient factories. It's about forging a whole new kind of partnership between human intelligence and artificial intelligence. So the real question we're all going to have to answer is this: when factories can think, what is our role?